Vee, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about birthdays. Now, this was another very requested topic that you guys wanted me to cover. You were curious to know if there's any creepy things that are associated with birthdays. And let me tell you, there kind of are. But before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that we just launched these strange and unusual caps. We put them on our website a couple days ago. It comes in small sizes, it comes in regular sizes, and this is our last stock for the summer before fall. So if you would like to get your hands on one, I will put a link down below in the description. So I do have a very creepy pasta to talk to you guys about today that has to do with this boy who made a wish on his birthday and everything went wrong for him. I love how I say creepy pasta as if you don't already know it's gonna be creepy. But before we get into that, I really want to talk a little bit about the history of birthdays and some very creepy birthday traditions around the world. Now, the earliest mention of a birthday in history was in 3000 BCE, and it was actually in reference to a pharaoh's birthday, and that was such a long time ago, guys. Obviously, people couldn't really have birthdays until they created the calendar and realized what time really was. It is said that German bakers invented the birthday cake back in the 18th century. Kids were given one candle atop the cake for each year they had been alive, plus one more for the hope of living for at least one more year after that. So yeah, in my research I found out that birthday cakes originally started in Germany, so I guess everyone else around the world was like, whoa, what a cool idea. Well, we should do that too. Many ancient cultures also believed it was important to blow out candles on your cake because the smoke carried their prayers to the heavens. And I know nowadays you're also supposed to make a wish when you blow out your candles. As weird as it sounds, I don't think I've ever made a wish on my birthday. I think it's mostly because I knew it wouldn't come true, but I do remember this time. It wasn't on my birthday. I think I was like 6 years old. I went up to my bedroom window and I looked up at the sky trying to see God, and I was praying and I was like,
please make it rain candy tomorrow. Please, I pray that it will rain down candy on me when I wake up tomorrow morning.
And that was like a major wish that I had, and I remember waking up in the morning, going to my window like,
is there candy out there?
And there wasn't, and I was so sad. And I went to my mom and I'm like,
I prayed last night that it would rain down candy.
And she was like, no Jess, no, that's not how it works, I'm sorry. So I have made some weird wishes, but I've never like wished on my birthday. If you have ever made a wish on your birthday, comment down below what you usually wish for. So let's get into the history of the happy birthday song. Now, it's kind of hard to point to the song's definitive origins, but it is said that the melody of the song was written by two sisters named Patty and Mildred Hill in the 1800s. The original song was called Good Morning to All, and they sang it to their kindergarten class. Then later on, the melody of that song became the one for Happy Birthday. So technically those sisters just created the Happy Birthday melody, and then later on people like changed the lyrics to Happy Birthday. So here are just some general weird birthday facts. Apparently October 5th is the most common birthday in the United States. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because 9 months before that it's New Year's Eve. So I guess it's kind of a common conception date. And May 22nd is apparently the least common birthday ever. So if you have a birthday on May 22nd, you are rare. Comment down below if that's your birthday. Don't lie, okay? I really want to know. Then there's something called a golden birthday, and it is the year that you turn the same age as your birthday. So for example, let's say your birthday is February 25th. When you're turning 25 years old and you have your birthday on the 25th day of the month, that is your golden birthday. So for example, I was born on February 14th, so when I was 14 years old, that was my golden birthday. Now I know in my family we call it a champagne birthday, so you're supposed to have like this huge champagne party, but obviously I was 14 years old and I could not do that. Now let's talk about a couple creepy birthday traditions around the world. Apparently in Switzerland, a clown will stalk you all day long. The clown's ominous presence is designed to generate the kind of built-up excitement for your birthday. For a fee, a clown named Dominic DeVille will terrorize your child in the form of menacing phone calls, texts, and letters for the weeks leading up to their birthday. And then on the day of their birthday, he'll randomly show up and throw a cake in their face. Sounds wonderful. But apparently in my research, it's supposed to just be all for good fun. It's not supposed to actually be like terrorizing, but sometimes that happens. And parents can always call it off if their kid gets too freaked out. But apparently most kids love it, which which I find very interesting because I would not want a clown stalking me before my birthday. No, thank you. Then apparently in Russia, on your birthday, ghosts will return lost objects to you. In certain parts of Russia, birthdays aren't just about gifts. Sometimes they're about objects you already own being wrapped up by ghosts and presented to you as new offerings. So apparently during the year, Russian spirits are supposed to take items from children who are misbehaving. So if you're being bad, a ghost might take your Barbie mansion and they'll wrap it up on your birthday and give it back to you. And parents sort of turn this into a fun game for their children. So on their birthday, they'll get a bunch of gifts and they have to guess which gift is the one that was wrapped up by a ghost. Which I assume would be pretty easy because you would see your Barbie mansion and be like, huh, I had that 6 months ago. And lastly, I want to talk to you guys about a creepypasta called The Birthday Wish. This story is about a boy named Thomas who was about to celebrate his 8th birthday. He had a younger sister named Ava who was 5 years old, and right before Thomas's party was about to start, him and his sister got into a huge fight as siblings usually do, and it was over such a silly thing like the literal TV remote. Thomas wanted to watch Arthur and Ava wanted to watch Teletubbies. Their argument over the remote got so extreme that Ava started pulling Thomas's hair. So obviously their mother saw the commotion, intervened right before the party started. Thomas was so mad at his sister he couldn't get over it, couldn't believe she was fighting with him on his birthday. As the night went on, it was time for Thomas to have his cake. Everyone sang happy birthday, and then came the moment for him to make a wish before he blew out his candles. He thought very, very hard about what he wanted, and then he blew them out. After the party was over, Thomas and Ava went to bed, and their bedrooms were right beside each other in the hallway. But Thomas wasn't able to go to sleep. He felt himself just feeling wide awake, very anxious, just not right. He was constantly looking out his bedroom door into the hallway. And hours went by as he just laid there. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And then he heard a very startling sound. It almost sounded like one of the downstairs windows being broken. Then soon after, it sounded like someone was slowly climbing up the stairs. And the closer it got to the top of the stairs near the hallway, Thomas was able to hear this creepy, heavy breathing sound. So he pulled his covers over his head, afraid of what was gonna happen next. Whatever it was walking down the hallway closer to his bedroom, and each step echoed in his ears until it sounded like it stopped right in front of his doorway. It was silent for about 5 minutes while he held the covers over his head, but then he decided to take a peek. He pulled the covers down, and there, standing in the light of his doorway, was this tall, thin creature. He could make out every bone in its body. His rib cage could basically be seen in full detail, and his arms were so unnaturally long that they almost touched the floor. Its eyes even had this slight glow of white. And after a few moments of staring at each other, the creature croaked. Thomas shook his head and said, I take it back, please. But the creature just let out a cackle and proceeded to his sister's room. Thomas jolted out of bed and ran after the creature, but he was too late. The creature had its mouth stretched so wide open that it could almost fit a full car. And in a swift second, it gobbled up Ava's whole entire bed, with Ava sleeping inside of it. So Thomas let out a scream and his mother ran down the hallway. And when she got there, the creature was gone, Ava was gone, and Ava's bed was gone. So the mother was confused and she was like, where's Ava and where is her bed? And Thomas said, I made a wish. I didn't mean it. What did you wish for? The mother asked. I was so mad at her today that I made a wish that the boogeyman would come and eat her up. And that's the way the story ends. It's kind of sad, like poor Ava. I feel like I could never be mad enough at Mandy that I would want the boogeyman to come and take her. No. So yeah, in the end, it's basically just a warning saying be careful what you wish for on your birthday. Anyways, guys, that's the end of today's video. If I missed any really cool or creepy birthday facts, definitely comment them down below. And if you want more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. If you would like a hat, I have the link down below. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!